welcome back to 305 Racing. It's been a while since we've seen a young man in the 12X out of Mansfield, Ohio, Kyle Peters, the 30-year-old driver of the Handy Graphics, Napa Bryan, J&J Auto Racing, Mitten Painting, Rowley Fabrication, Liberty Tax, Howie Roofing, and Home Improvement. Number 12X. Final qualifiers for heat race number 3.
Well, hello.
How'd it feel?
Pretty good. 3 and 4. Again, this would be knocking the rust off, but it's a little bit free getting in, but then it would pick up and be tight off. So really good drive off. Other than that, pretty okay. Just got to get up to speed.
Hey, you qualified 5th quick in our group, so we'll start 5th in our group. You just missed it. Like the 319 got you on the last lap. He's also got a carbon fiber body and everything else, so yeah, we'll be fine. So good job, Austin.
That was 6.8 and that was 6. So we gained there, and lost there. And got
get the rear tires broke free. We get the re-square. We gotta get a bumper on it.
And rode by Brian Raza out of Elyria, Ohio, the 18C in River St. Clair, Northgate, Wayne, Ohio, in the 39. The third and final heat race for the Fremont Federal Credit Union.
What's that?
I said, I'll let you start this one off.
Well, I don't know how the fuck you did what you did afterwards, but because you don't have a Jacobs ladder anymore. The left radius rod is a J. Like Jacobs ladder's gone. Like,
oh, it hit hard.
yeah.
When they said I was good enough to push back off, I was like, okay.
The middle bolt there, the middle bar that goes up and down on the bumper, totally off.
Yeah, I was getting ready to go to the bottom on that first lap, and I remember you saying that 63 car loves the bottom. And it must have been because somebody stuffed him, so he came up in front of me, he can't lift there. And I was already there.
Right.
And, you know, coming up dirty
Cole,
air,
go up and get a bumper from up
trying to
there.
stay on, dude, that thing just took one hop. And,
Yeah, it's fine.
so
It is what it is. We'll get it.
stupid to do that in the back.
Get up and get the bumper.
Can't you crawl up there and get it?
I guess all I was gonna say is I can't give you any information after that.
No.
This thing is leaking on me. But no, after that it was just really hard on the right rear with
No Jacobs ladder. Yeah.
yeah. So like
You're going up.
Keep it as straight as I could on the runs, but still have enough speed to not send out. I was just trying to get what I could.
I know. You only missed by one, and you're running down Weaver.
Yeah, and like I could have caught Weaver fairly easy, but to get to that point, I'm talking going a little bit faster, it would get hiked up. I'm sure the left front
The left front was carrying the whole time.
because I was like, if I push it that hard, it's another thing to pass him. He's running where I'm running.
Right. You're at the.
So I was like, let's just cruise and not jump it again.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, damn it, man.
Well, good job. We'll get it figured out. Hopefully. That broke off. Okay.
He's got a win here. The former track champion, if he's able to make the repairs out of Story.
More like row 7. Running through slick, I definitely should have had wing back farther, but I wanted to be able to stay in grip and get rotated.
Right.
Gosh, when it hit grip though, man, it's big time right rear. Like, feels like it's picking up the left front almost. But I don't know how to give you any feedback on that because you're just trying to hit.
Because we were just trying to get back in the feature.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're fine. We'll see what we got in the feature. We're gonna go over the car real good, real quick. You did good. I mean, you got in the show. That was all on you. You're a fucking wheelman.
We're in.
Move forward from there.
Yeah.
Your front row for tonight's feature bet to the outside former track champion.
go off this way. Patience is my
Not your strong suit.
downfall in life. But I'd say it was definitely snug on entry, but it had good drive off. I didn't wing back quick enough. I had ran up to the X15,
Yep.
and when they started to walk, I started to pull the wing back. I didn't even hurt it back any. I was, pulling it down. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Definitely just too hard.
It would look like it was really laying over on the right rear.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen when you're turning so hard in. Handful of laps, I didn't have quite the patience. We got the tires broke free, which is easy to do with stuff like that.
So just kick tight on entry, good drive off. I mean, for not knowing what we have right height wise, not knowing where we're at, know it's quasi square, but we don't know how we are right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, for your first feature back, for your first night back, it's a good job.
Yeah, I think we got something to build off of for sure.
I think we definitely have something to build off of. I'm happy.
We got a lot of laps to knock some rust off, so
Right.
to be
Now, hopefully we get rid of some of that the little bit of rust there. So
yeah.
now we'll be good. I'm happy with everything tonight.
I mean, I put us behind 8 ball all night, so
we're fine.
That's just the nature of the beast.
Yep. We're gonna get there.
Moving around and stuff. When you're back that far, I'm like, I can beat this and run her back down or whatever, but try to search around just to get the feel for the car. And then, is that Matt that passed me in the 14 or whatever? Then I started to okay, let's see how we can pace with the leader or whatever. And
Which
I feel like he didn't walk
I was
that
gonna say,
far.
he didn't get really that far away from you.
So that's about the time that I was like, all right, let's quit searching and see how we would have stacked up starting up front.
Right.
And I feel like it would have been close enough.
You had the brakes blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
In 3 and 4, or was there a rut down there?
There's like a rut on entry down there.
It looks
So
like
that's a patch of grip, but you kind of got to get in and turn and get the right rear off of that. And then you can get your left side tires in another patch of grip down there. I don't know. I feel like I should have winged back and tried to roll better. A strong suit of mine either. When I should have.
buddy, we'll get there. Like this is literally your first time back in a car in years. You get 3 laps last night. So, and you come to one of the most difficult tracks to get a grasp on as a driver. So, we're fine.
Well, and if we weren't behind 8 ball all night with qualifying and wrecking in the heat race or whatever, if we started up front, I feel like we wouldn't have lost for sure.
We would have been, because
one probably not. Up near the front, we could have been.
We could have kept our right heights.
5 or 10 for
we
sure.
would have known what we had. So like we went to thrash mode.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, who knows what all that,
Right.
what it all is. So
Yeah. Good job.
yeah,
I'm happy.
Hey, thank you.